loves, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my pretty face, it is Janelle right here, and this is my space where I talk about movie reviews, movie recommendations, and I do vlogs when I go out, showing you just a little bit of my life. Okay, so anyway, I'm doing a movie review today and I hope you are going to enjoy it. Please like this video, subscribe if you haven't for more videos, okay? And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back, always coming to watch my video. And if you have not turned on your post notification, please do that. Please turn it on so you can be the first person seeing my video when I put up a new one, okay? Today I'm going to talk about this movie titled Half Bad, The Bastard Son and the Devil Himself. Let's get straight into the review. 나의 두 눈을 감으면 떠오르는 그 눈동자 자꾸 가슴. Welcome back. This movie is about a 16-year-old who was born into a family of witches, okay? So he wasn't a blood witch or a fair-born witch. He was just in the middle, right? Trying to find himself. But anyway, the director of this movie is Colm McCarthy, and starring is Jay Licago, Emilian Vickmans, Isabel Jasper Jones, Karen Connell, Nadia Pekis, Paul Reddy, Priya Kansara, Hector Hua, David Gyasi, and there were so many others, okay? Now, the genre is fantasy, and I also think it's family, okay? And the runtime is about 45 minutes per episode, and there are just eight episodes of goodness, of mind-blowing scenes, okay? And yes, it came on Netflix on the 28th of October 2022. PG is 16, but I still think a 12-year-old can see this movie, except for some scenes. Right? But anyway, let me get straight into the storyline, okay? So, a blood witch fell in love with a fair-born witch who got pregnant and gave birth to a boy, a beautiful boy, who was treated so badly throughout his life. This boy didn't choose to be born by this man. He didn't choose to be born as a witch. He didn't choose to be. He was a good boy in that movie. He was loving, right? He was loving. He was kind. He wasn't quick to anger, although he was having that feeling, but he was able to control it. This boy was beaten over 3 times in that movie. This boy was put in a cage to learn how to fight his own father, because there was a prophecy that the blood of this wolf was going to kill him at the end, right? But that prophecy wasn't even for them. Funny enough, it wasn't even for them. It was for the head of the Fairborn Council, who had a daughter who is a Fairborn, who this boy later fell in love with, right? So they were born and the mom died. The mom was being killed, right? And this woman had a daughter before him. She bore this daughter with a fairborn witch man, right? So the daughter is a fairborn girl. And then this boy, whose dad was a blood witch, who ate people's hearts, fell in love with this fair-born woman and gave birth to him. And that is why the title of this movie is Half Bad, right? The bastard son and the devil himself. Now, who they refer to as the devil himself is a blood witch who ate people's heart. Now, he ate people's heart because he wanted to gain their power. Now, I'm going to tell you why he did that. So, there was Fairborn Witch Council and Blood Witch Council, right? Now, the Fairborns were being unfair to the Blood Witches. And then they wanted to reach an agreement and they met somewhere, right? There was a total massacre that day. There was a disagreement, and then this blood witch, who is a man and the father of this young boy, that this 16-year-old boy who is going to be suffering almost throughout this movie, got to finish all the Fairborns, like in that building that day. He ate all of their hearts. And so the Fairborn Council were trying to get to him. No Fairborn ever fought with this wolf and went out of that fight. He always finished them up and ate their hearts, right? So anyway, this boy's sister was very rude to him. At the beginning of the movie, he was crying from the beginning of his life. You can imagine someone who didn't choose to be something, and you have to face it because your father is who he is, and you have to prove that you are not like your father, right? So this whole movie was just like from episode 1 to episode 8, the Fairborn Council were just trying to look for this blood witch who killed their people, right? And they were getting to his son. They were getting to his son. He was being checked per time, like they were asking him questions. Are you quick to anger? Are you doing this? Do you feel people's heartbeat? Just to know if he was something like his father, right? Just to know. But you know what? He was being patient. He was trying to be a good boy. A lot of people in his school were bullying him into anger, but he was really angry one day and he beat this boy up, and then they had to take him to another city to prepare him to fight his father. But anyway, he fell in love with a Fairborn witch who was in his school before he went to start learning to fight. And this girl's father was somebody who wanted to fight this wolf so bad. So bad. So he was really desperate that he had to do something magical on this boy's hand just to be able to share ties with him, to be able to get to his dad. But I'm going to just complete the story of this boy and his sister. I didn't even like his sister at any point. Now, if you are a Fairborn witch, if you are a Fairborn, you are going to get your gift as soon as you are 17 or 18 thereabout. You're going to get 3 gifts from your parents, and you're going to get, the last gift is going to be their blood. So you're going to taste of their blood, and then you're going to get your power as a Fairborn witch. And the power of this, his sister, was to change into different people, whoever she wanted to change into at intervals. Like whenever she wants to change into that person, she changes into that person, like within a blink of an eye. My dear, this boy suffered even in the hands of his sister. They had to travel to Paris to look for someone who his grandmother led him to. Now, before this whole chaos, they were living with his grandmother because his both parents were not present, right? His mom had died and his father was he wasn't anywhere to take care of him. So yeah, the boy suffered. If you want to know if this is a good watch, it is an amazing watch. It was worth my time, yes, and I would rate this movie a 9 over 10. I'm not being biased because I love the movie. No, I'm giving this movie what it deserves. It is a 9 over 10. And yes, if you're looking for this movie to watch, it's on Netflix. If you want to know if it's a good watch, it is an amazing watch. Like I said before, go watch it, okay? Yes. So anyway, at the end of this movie, this boy realized that his father was not even a bad man. He was doing what he was doing just for his bloodline. And yes, please, people do not choose to become who they want to become. So treat them right. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.
모르는 그 눈동자 자꾸 가슴이